Fossil fuels are hydrocarbons that can be used as any source of energy, such as coal. Humans have been using fossil fuels to power their appliances for many decades, and this has led to a very serious problem: greenhouse gases, which is causing severe climate change. An alternate source that can potentially replace fossil fuels for energy are biofuels, such as vegetable oil. Biofuels are a renewable source of energy and are made from plants. In addition, biofuels are less toxic and reduces greenhouse gases by at least 57%.
The purpose of this lab is to test which type of fuel is more efficient. To do that, we will be burning vegetable oil and motor oil and water and see how long it takes until the fire goes out. Then we will see how much the temperature changed on the water.
For the materials, we have 4 aluminum cans, cotton string, lighter, 100 milliliters of graduated cylinder, baking soda, 10 milliliters of vegetable oil, motor oil, ring stand, and aluminum foil.
Once we added 5 milliliters of vegetable oil, we used the lighter to start a combustion reaction between the vegetable oil and the oxygen from the atmosphere. As the fire slowly increases, it starts to gradually heat up the water inside the can. While the reaction was happening, slight odor was evident, and carbon dioxide gas was released along with water vapor. To ensure that our data was more accurate, we performed a second trial. From the calculation, we were able to determine that through the combustion on vegetable oil, it released 14 grams of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
Similar to the process of the vegetable oil, we added 5 milliliters of motor oil into the cotton string and started a combustion reaction between the motor oil and the oxygen by using a lighter. The size of the fire quickly increased and had a bigger and stronger flame compared to the vegetable oil. As the reaction went on, a very strong odor could be smelled. Carbon dioxide and water were then released into the air as reaction was happening. Once again, to ensure accuracy, a second trial was conducted. From the calculation, we were able to determine that through the combustion of motor oil, it released 15 grams of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
With the growing concern of rising oil prices and carbon dioxide emissions that impact our society, biofuels need to be reconsidered as a potential replacement for fossil fuels to power our appliances, because they are known to produce less carbon dioxide emissions when combusted and can almost match the energy output of fossil fuels. From our lab, we could determine that biofuels and fossil fuels have the ability to potentially produce the same amount of energy, but at different rates. Although fossil fuels produce a slightly higher energy output at a slightly faster rate compared to biofuels, they release far stronger fumes than biofuels, which leads to biofuels being much more eco-friendly and making it a much cleaner energy source. While conducting the experiment, we had to make certain changes to our procedure. For example, we had to change the amount of vegetable oil and motor oil being measured out. We had to do this because we had to measure a stoichiometric calculation from our lab. After conducting this experiment, we realized that there were some improvements that could be made. To further improve this lab, we decided that we should have put a test trial for each test in order to determine what our results should be like. Through this lab,
we were able to see the differences between the combustion of vegetable oil and motor oil. From the differences we observed, we realized that biofuels could potentially be used to power our appliances instead of motor oil.